Hey, Internet. We got more Talos Principle for you.
Talos, coming at you.
We're a robot mans.
2015,
doing
yeah.
puzzles.
Robot mans represent.
Getting by in this crazy, fucked up world.
Long ago,
Be sure we're not
I
actually
shaped these
Talos,
lands according
Cosmos'
to the
rival,
purpose
Xeno
of the
Saga.
hidden words.
Zach, get out of the LP.
Thus, all things have meaning, where before was only chaos. Know
Chaos.
that, and have faith.
From J.E. Harrison to Nomi77, subject LOL. Ever since we moved to the new site, I feel funny. No, not in that way, just I feel like I'm about to start laughing at random. It's probably shock, right? An inability to deal with reality? Or maybe it's just that they're working in this insane place with this insane technology and this insane project, and so I feel like a genuine mad scientist. Stand aside, mortals, we will create life by the power of science! I mentioned this to Alex and she got me a pair of fake glasses. You can't be a mad scientist without glasses, she said. Even Ian Malcolm had glasses. And I pointed at EL and said, life, finds a way. Maybe you had to be there. J.E. Harrison, Institute for Applied Pneumatics. Any emails sent from this address would be considered confidential. Sharing or forwarding without permission.
May result in prosecution by the enraged spirit of
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. Shall the industrious husbandman then plant trees, the fruit of which he shall never see? And shall not the great man found laws, institutions, and a republic? What does the procreation of children imply, and our care to continue our names, and our adoptions, and our scrupulous exactness in drawing up wills, and the inscriptions on monuments and panegyrics, but that our thoughts run on futurity? Cannot retrieve tool-scan disputations. What do you imagine that so many and such great men of our republic who have sacrificed their lives for its good expected? Do you believe that they thought that their names should not continue beyond their lives? None ever encountered death for their country but under a firm persuasion of immortality. Themistocles might have lived at his ease, so might and not to look abroad and among the ancients for instances, so might I myself. But somehow or other there clings to our minds a certain presage of future ages, and this both exists most firmly and appears most clearly in men of the loftiest genius and greatest souls. Take away this, and who would be so mad as to spend his life amidst toils and dangers?
Epaminondas, I think was the word you were looking for.
Epaminondas, yeah. It's a little small to read quickly. Okay, Matt, you can click out of this.
Epaminondas. I think someone sent me a text message.
Like when you spent high school and early college watching anime,
Chatbots are becoming increasingly sophisticated, true but hardly relevant to this discussion. Are you sure? How do you know that I'm not a bot? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not ridiculous. Honestly, how would you know? Haha, troll. I'm not a troll. Yeah, right. Is there anything I've written so far that could not be written by a bot? I responded to simple insults like ridiculous and troll with very basic negations, and I detected that none of you use proper orthography, so I avoided capitalization. What's the capital of France? Paris. Even the simplest script could pull that info from the net. What's the capital of Croatia? Zagreb. Okay, she's a bot, lol. I'm not a bot. I'm European. We learn these things in school. I've seen you in this chat room many times. Bots can't participate in discussions. At best, they inject random comments. Sam is right. Stop trolling. Vegan Warrior? Sam is a bot. Amazing.
So Zach, what were you saying there?
Oh, I was just saying when you spend your high school and early college days watching anime, you get really good at pronouncing really bullshit names quickly.
That's fair. Alright, more prisms.
Yeah.
Point at a target.
But it is, I guess in that vein, it was only a couple of months ago that there was actually a chatbot made that succeeded at the Turing test.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, although it succeeded at it in shenanigansy ways, because it started by saying I'm a 14-year-old Russian-speaking ESL student.
Yeah, nice.
And so it's stuck to the letter of the law in the Turing test, but not necessarily the spirit of it. And now people are trying to figure out how we can redefine the Turing test to be more relevant.
So basically, someone gamed the system by making something that passed the Turing test, but clearly was not actually capable of,
Yeah, exactly.
rational. Like, clearly wasn't actually self-aware.
Yeah, and actually, all you need to actually pass the Turing test, I believe, is a it only needs. I think it only needs to satisfy. It's only a percentage of the judges. It's like it's either 35 or 50%. I can't remember which. Science, medicine, and technology. So now we begin applying all of the principles we learned before. So just like we could use the jammer to double jam things, we can now use the prism to actually activate this door so that we can pass the jammer through it.
Sweet. Oh, that's so cool. I love this game. This game's awesome.
Yeah.
Go buy this game, you guys. Support this company.
Yeah.
Just go get it. Just go get it. Tell your friends. Tell your mom.
You know,
hide your kids, hide your wife.
God, sorry,
Zach.
No, Zach. Zach, no.
Don't hide them. Show them.
But one of the things that was mentioned by Crow Team actually was before they made Serious Sam. One of the earliest games they made was actually a puzzle game, and the second game they made was a soccer game.
Nice.
Sorry, I believe you mean football.
Get out.
Oh right, and then occasionally I do a thing that you're not able to do in the standard controls. One of the things that was noticed during beta testing, and there's also a lot of beeping because there's a computer hidden behind a wall. But one of the things that was discovered during testing that was annoying is that previously you could only ever pick up the connector by whenever you picked up the connector, it would break all of its connections, and so when you picked it up and set it down, you'd have to reset all of the connections again. And so there's actually a button that's not actually bound by default that allows you to pick up the connector with all of its connections set. And cool. I only knew this because Novomi told me about it. Because the command is just called alternate use. So, pro tip to all of you that watch this LP and then want to play and buy the game. Rebind your controls early on.
Now we've got some C.
Yes. Which, as you remember before, there's the big hub world with the tower that has the three big temples, A, B, and C.
So now we can unlock a door at Temple B, or...
Yeah, a Temple B.
We're learning so much. We're gathering such things. Though Stratton himself never used the term, his remark about the inescapable materiality of life that, like the bronze giant Talos, even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood, ultimately became known as the Talos Principle. What seemingly enraged many of his contemporaries and a significant number of later thinkers is the principle's simplicity and unassailability, which, according to a fragment found in Militis, cut through the rhetorical webs which sought to tangle the listener with fanciful words and thoughts of the heavens, like Alexander's sword through the Gordian knot. Diogenes Laertius makes mention of a dialogue by Anaximander of Chalcedon that expanded greatly on the Talos Principle. That work remains lost, and it says error files missing.
Yeah, underneath a hypertext reference anchor.
Officially began work on Archive today. Contributors from every country on Earth while network connections last. Team intimidated by Project Scope but working hard. We'll be sharing space with Drennan and Sarabi team. Look forward to meeting them. 12 comments. First, seriously, Cheeseman? That was the best you could say? Lol. A great snapshot of the human species at its best and at its worst. At its worst, come on, it's just a comment. I'm not Stalin. Stalin was also a troll commenter. Maybe you should cut out the jokes. This is serious. The most serious thing that's ever happened. I think that's a great reason to joke around. The internet's working less and less. Goodbye, all. Bye. God bless you. Last. Interesting.
Yes, so we start getting hints at,
that something has in fact happened.
Yeah.
A great project, network going out apparently.
Well, presumably that great project has something to do with the advanced supercomputer. Some of the messages that exist when I first came into being have vanished, etc., etc. I'm still here. Seems we are all here at once and not at all. Sorry, that's not very much help, is it? I can't think of any other way to put it. The sooner you accept that we will all be here forever, the sooner you will find enlightenment. Samsara. Somebody's clever.
I don't actually know the Samsara reference.
It's Buddhist philosophy.
Gotcha. Gotta grab them stars, get that gold, make that shatter.
Alright, we got classical philosophers and progress rep. The compressed file cannot be accessed. Collection works by the ancient philosophers of Greece and Rome, annotated. Progress rep. From Alexander Drennan to Ian mailing list. Hi all, as per the last meeting, we're going with an existing game engine for the simulation. This gives us a whole slew of advantages. Stability, ease of use, modular, easy to integrate, large amount of pre-existing assets, inherently aimed at testing users, designed for iterative processes. After some back and forth, we've decided to use the Serious Engine 7.5, which Crow Team have kindly made available to us. All the relevant documents are attached. Fucking meta trolls. God damn it. We are the simulation. It's us.
Yes, and then I love when a game goes out of its way to acknowledge its gameness.
It doesn't do so in a bad way.
Yeah.
Just put that box there for now.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, because I can't... There's nothing I can do with 2 boxes. If I had 3, I could stack 2 boxes on top of each other and put another box there and make a stairway. But I only have 2 boxes, so fuck that.
You climb a place, do like you did earlier, like use one and climb it, and then if it adds to a little other platform, pull another box up and...
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the puzzle in the game. First time I did this puzzle took me 90 fucking minutes.
Jesus.
And Deception is a very fitting name, because of reasons you'll see as it keeps going. But yes, to prove that I am, in fact, not a smartman often, I will tell you when I encountered a puzzle that was... I will tell you when I could not solve this game for people. This cool game for attractive people by Strongman.
Oh yeah.
So you notice that we have to have these. We have to have the red laser pointing at the red laser, pointing at the red laser, pointing at the red laser to point at the blue laser, and then we have a blue laser target on the other side there.
Mm-hmm.
And oh man, we can point this blue laser at this thing, but we can't point it at both the door to we can't point it at both the target to open the force field and also at the other target to open the force field that holds the sigil.
I can just hear you going, God damn it.
So
Yeah,
we have
no.
to just steadily move it back? Or...
Yeah, you instead have to actually weave it backwards. And I realized I fucked this up because there's another way you're supposed to do this. Because you can't have the laser beams cross each other. And so that's why there's all these stairwells. And then I realized I messed this up again because I actually am still breaking the beam, so I have to move these and reorder them. There are points where there are points in this game where puzzles become kind of frustrating because you know what you're supposed to do. It's just like you just have
doing
you just actually
doing
have to
the
do it.
groundwork of actually doing it is...
That's every puzzle game, though.
Yeah, for the most part, this game isn't so bad at that, though. Like, there's a couple puzzles in it that are, like, timing-based, and those are the really, really frustrating ones. Especially once they start getting,
Yeah.
And then, hilariously, this is the one I solved really, really fast. One thing you'll notice in this game, in this playthrough, is that the easy puzzles are the ones that take me the longest time. Because I remembered all the hard puzzles.
That's also kind of how puzzle games go. Like, they will just... You get into a standpoint where you know, like, I'm good at this, I can do this, I'm good, and then you just fuck up.
Yeah. So this teaches us. Some things that we need to learn about how the laser puzzles work, because they start getting really tricky after a second.
Okay, so
Awesome.
we can't. That'll open that. We have that.
Yeah, you notice that all of these are different heights, so that we don't need the boxes.
Right.
So now that's effectively keeping itself open, so that we can hit these,
Awesome.
so that we can hit the other thing, and then I forget how to do everything and fuck it up really bad. There's a couple points here where you can tell my short-term memory isn't the best, because you have to keep a lot of balls in the air at once.
Heh. Balls. Insightful commentary.
This is like my fucking Kerbal
Whatever,
Let's Plays with Manda.
I'm here to make jokes and make the occasional insightful meta game.
Meta game.
Meta
Nice.
game, yes, meta game. Well, that might actually be accurate with this game.
Yes.
You found
With
some
this
games?
game, yes. Oh. Hey, we get messages.
Yeah, we can. So as you keep completing the game, you can write more and more different messages.
Cool. Space cow.
Also, because this is not my first time through the game, you will actually find that I have left messages to myself.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. That's
Reminders
awesome.
on how to do things.
Super good. Alright. Very poor. Spoil the survey.
Spoil the survey,
Yeah.
but I assume it just means to answer randomly.
Investment in certification program outcome. Why does being a person matter to you? Wait, we're having a conversation? Yeah, that one seems accurate.
I want network access.
Yeah. Yes, do keep up, or this will be a terribly slow process. Now, would you like to participate properly in the survey? What best describes the reason for your investment in the certifications program outcome? Why does being a person matter to you? I'll try to remember that. In fact, I'm going to help you. That is what I'm here for. Your problem, if I may, is that you don't know the first thing about being anything, including what a person is. Your prospects are therefore poor. Do you even know where you are? Hell. Could be anywhere. You're quite right. Honest, too. I think we'd best start from scratch. What do you know? I know I exist.
I think therefore I
Suppose so.
am.
Even if you were dreaming, you could be certain of that. And if I were you, I wouldn't believe a darn thing in this place aside from that solitary fact. Thinking, on reflection, it seems to me that we are no closer to resolving your problem. Perhaps we need more data. What makes you think you're a person? Yeah, I don't see how I can convince you.
So the first time I played through this, I actually said the thing that makes you think you are, and it
A
says
sensible response. I agree with you. Thinking. A problem with people, if I may be so bold, is that you're all convinced you're people from the inside, but there's no cast iron way to confirm as much from the outside. I'm going to process this and send you a notification when I'm able to assist you further.
So an interesting thing, I picked the same thing that makes you think you are, and if you say that, then the library archive says, "Oh, I've made no assertions that I am a person."
Exactly.
So yes, the library archive starts to talk back a little bit more as we keep going.
Yeah, that's cool.
So let's see what awaits us in, I think, room 7? Yep.
7 is where we're at.
The
Two
last...
reds and a green.
Also, there's an achievement, I don't know what it is, but you notice that with the two things there you get LOL.
Yeah.
There's an achievement
Yeah.
that has that picture and just says LOL, and I don't know what the purpose behind it is.
Dumb.
Maybe during one of the turning puzzles, you spell out LOL or something. Block puzzles.
Hey, we got Athena 9. She examined the symbol on the fragment she'd found in the buried city. Again, the owl. What could its significance be? It seemed as if they had been scattered about in the labyrinth by some unseen hand for a purpose they'd yet eluded. Most likely, the owl was a sigil of the author of these words, which had so... Wisdom, I am Athena. A nebulous memory as if from a previous life. The owl was the symbol of, and the goddess... outside under the moon or perhaps on the city walls when the wind rose, but there was no time to contemplate this further now, for the automatons had seen her, and their mechanical arms extended towards the fragment and ran as their beams converged on. Interesting. Articles. The singularity is coming. Comment 104. User Alex16. You know, the more I think about it, the more I believe that no one is actually worried about AIs taking over the world or anything like that, no matter what they say. What they're really worried about is that someone might prove once and for all that consciousness can arise from matter, and I kind of understand why they find it so terrifying. If we can create a sentient being, where does that leave the soul? Without mystery, how can we see ourselves as anything other than machines? And if we are machines, what hope do we have that death is not the end? What really scares people is not the artificial intelligence in the computer, but the natural intelligence they see in the mirror. Bullshit. Nadia Sarabi, AMA. As one of the founders of the modern science of nomadics, many credit you with inventing the term itself. How do you see the state of the science today? Sorry, I said science twice. Nadia Sarabi. Mixed. On the one hand, the existence of the Institute for Applied Nomadics and a couple of similar organizations is highly encouraging. On the other hand, the degree to which science is seen as serving purely military or corporate causes is, in my opinion, stopping us from exploring many important avenues of research. In a sense, it's people like Alexandra Drennan who are the real pioneers today, who have the enthusiasm and dedication the system as a whole seems to be lacking. Do you think technology poses a danger to humanity? Sarabi. No, technology is just a tool. What we do with it is up to us. The Extended Lifespan Project. Crazy or visionary? Both. Crazy or visionary? Or Arkady Cherensky. Crazy or visionary? Both. Arkady, is that you? To Alan Jameson, subject RE Scenario Gen. So far, all the puzzles are solvable and completely within the necessary parameters. Alexandra had some more tweaks she wanted to suggest, but I think we're headed in the right direction here.
So the singularity is an interesting term for them to use.
Mm-hmm.
Because are either of you familiar with the concept of the technological singularity?
I believe that's what they're referring to.
Yes, that's most likely what they're referring to.
The other night. The space is not real.
James too, because one was taken.
When I was in 9th grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
Cool. So cool. This game is so cool.
Yeah. Also, I failed the basic puzzle mechanics that I solved just a couple rooms ago. I'm like, why can't I do it? There's gotta be a way to just make the lasers work.
Like, oh, right. God damn it, Matt.
I never claimed to be a smart one.
You say you never made it as a wise man?
God damn it, Zach. Get out of the LP.
You can't make me. I'm hosting the call.
I so can. I really can.
I mean, I guess Matt could just not integrate my audio into the final product, and then, you know.
And then we're just talking to nobody. We're just talking.
Yep.
There's just a ghost.
Be the most.
It's alright. It's better than if he's here. I'm kidding, Zach. I'm kidding. Don't go anywhere. I can't do this on my own. I need you.
Would you say, oh, you're no Superman?
Oh my god. Oh my
As long
god.
as we're-
Oh my god. Fucking. God damn it. Just god damn it. You broke Matt.
God. Yeah, that's the first time I've laughed so hard I have coughed in a very long time. So if you're wondering, I'm grabbing the prisms because I need shenanigans to happen later.
Oh, yeah, I kind of figured it was something like that.
Oh man. So there's really from up until we get to World B, we currently have all the tools that we're going to have. Which for right now is just boxes and laser beam connectors. And so it just starts expounding on greater and greater ways that we can use these.
No.
Sigils are becoming harder and harder to reach. I dread what the next temple holds in store. And at the end, what? Sheep 69 something.
Eternal life, another.
Yeah. The concept of eternal life keeps being mentioned.
Yep. Especially interesting what with their talks have had this apparently supercomputer that could exist,
Exists pretty much indefinitely.
indefinitely, perhaps past the end of humanity itself.
Yes. I'm certain we'll see no further mention of that.
Sort of like, so there was an oddly serious Saturday morning breakfast cereal comic somewhat recently that involved a man that involved like some kind of mechanical or alien species finding an epitaph to humanity, explaining that mankind could, by using virtual reality, basically make their sense of time infinite,
Mhm.
and therefore they're both immortal and all dead, and depending on your definition of such.
Interesting.
As humanity chose to exist indefinitely in whatever virtual world it chooses, rather than be limited, rather than continue existing as part of a physical form. So in humanity's minds, they're living forever, but
To everybody else, they're gone.
kind of real. To everybody else, they are a dead race that chose to live in a virtual world instead of continue living for real.
God damn it! I muted myself and didn't realize it.
I was wondering why you were so quiet.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry. I was like, why is Matt reading over me? Oh. Oh wait. Oh wait. I'm a dumb. Locked from inside.
Yes, we start getting to the most complicated puzzles involving just lasers.
Yeah.
Lasers?
Metal Gear.
Lasers. But how do
This game is really impressive in like how calm and foreboding it is at the same time.
Yeah.
Just by having very, very little music and very calm surrounding sounds.
Yeah, that was one of
It's
the things
just-
they actually pointed out was the musical director from Serious Sam actually did the music for this game, and he actually had to change it because one of the things that I never noticed until it was pointed out, there is no percussion at any point in the soundtrack.
Yep, it's very serene and
Ambient, I believe.
Yeah, ambient. There's no. This is gonna sound weird, but what it reminds me of is the music that gets played in casinos a lot, which is just this very tonal, droning, music with no breaks in it and no time signature that can really be told by easy percussion, because it makes you forget how long you've been sitting there.
Right. That's also why there's no clocks and no windows.
Oh yeah, exactly. Fucking casinos are creepy as shit, man.
And casinos say that they don't prey on people with gambling addictions because somebody with a gambling addiction isn't going to be a reliable source of income.
Right.
But there's a lot that points to the contrary.
Yeah. Oh yeah, chain up those beams. Get it going.
Laser beams.
Lasers. Lasers.
Time to start daggering. Just call me Major Laser.
God damn it. Just fucking god damn it. Fucking just dumb as shit. Fucking ugh. Ugh. Black on you, sir. Black.
Them's the jokes.
So like I'm trying to have this highbrow contemplation about the meaning of this game, and you're all making stupid jokes.
I will point out that somewhere last episode, Sam had a short laugh and then said balls.
Yes. I am no better. I am the thing that I hate. Just a nice stroll on the beach.
Yep.
Looking for secrets.
Secrets.
I
know all your secrets.
No, we can't start making references to other things that are inside jokes inside that thing. No, I refuse.
I'm in a computer.
Hey, look at that. Ooh, blue screen though.
Yeah. I think there's
Problem has been detected. Maybe it's because it's on the fucking beach.
Yeah, I think I was trying to find what the hex codes there mean. If you know a lot about how Windows processes error codes, those hex codes are apparently really meaningful. I just don't know myself because I couldn't dig that deep into all of the research done on the Easter eggs.
And you're not that much of a huge fucking nerd.
Nerds. I mean, I am trying to get into jobs in IT, so. But this is even a thing where where it's like, even IT people are like, let's go to MSDN.
Like the beach theme that's going on here.
Yeah. I think the...
Ooh.
Yeah. Nope, about to out of bounds there.
Yep. Plop. Alright, so is that it for this world?
I think there's one more puzzle. There's a puzzle up a ramp that I haven't solved. Because
Gotcha.
I saw a walkway. Look at me. I'm a walkway, Mr.
I had a full-blown conversation with the Enlightenment archive today. I can't say it was terribly helpful. Still, perhaps I can charm some information out of it further down the line. Sheep's solving all the problems. He's getting it.
He's getting it done.
Windows into a labyrinth. I wonder what this one will involve.
Final puzzle of World A.
Jeez. We're making progress.
Making progress.
Figuring out this game.
Making them stacks.
We're doing the things with the stuff.
So this one, I believe this one involves all of the tools, which is fitting because it's the last puzzle of the world. So we use boxes and jammers and lasers to get through all of our obstacles here. In addition to having very limited small portholes that we can use to direct all the laser beams.
Yeah. This game's so cool. Jammer, our friend the Jammer.
Our friendly neighborhood jammer.
I'm Jammer Lammy.
Oh, I'm Jammer Lammy. You were so forgotten. Just like guitar freaks.
No, because the hipsters will still talk about how they were into Guitar Freaks way before Guitar Hero got popular.
And everybody that plays Guitar Freaks will say, like, man, this is a lot like Guitar Hero, except really shitty.
Yeah.
Reviews also said it has the worst cover of System of a Down's Chop Suey in it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
God damn it.
So yeah, this is a puzzle where we have to now start thinking like 3 or 4 steps ahead.
Yeah. Because you have to position things to be ready to...
Yeah, to be ready to eventually hit when we can see the laser beam. And then I did not open that door yet. I'm probably gonna need to do that eventually. It's like, why can't I see both of them? Why can't I do this? Why did they engineer it exactly so that I can't see both things at the same time? This makes it really hard.
Oh my god, it's difficult. It requires problem solving. No.
God, why is this game making me think so much? Also, if you notice that there's frame rate hiccups in this, it's because I am running Carbonite on this computer, and I usually pause Carbonite because I noticed that because I'm currently trying to back up like 1.2 terabytes of data to our cloud account for the Let's Play channel and the YouTube channel, an amount which Carbonite support has told me is probably more than cloud support as a concept is designed to handle.
Fuck it. We want to save our data, goddammit.
So one of the other services that comes with that is a service called Mirror Image, which will back up basically my entire C drive, which it operates about every 15 minutes, and when it does, it uses up like basically all of the CPU space that I have left. And I normally pause Carbonite when I'm playing games to stop that, but recently, for some reason, Mirror Image does not ever pause even when I pause Carbonite. Which is a thing I did not realize until I had finished recording the Talos Principle. So you'll notice occasional frame rate hiccups every like 10 to 15 minutes. And let's see. Oh yeah, I think there's one other thing I do before we decide to head back to the hub world. Or before we head to the main hub world.
Rejoice, child,
See what we got.
for you have fulfilled all your tasks in this land. You have conquered all its guardians and solved all its mysteries. Thus you are appointed its master, and you may do with it as you will.
So, there's this door here that was bricked off. Oh.
Interesting. Interesting. What?
And so we have found
okay.
Developer's Island.
Nice.
Also, one interesting thing that I noted when I was trying to do some research on things to talk about for this game, I have done a lot of searching for the phrase "the Talos Principle," and it does not come up anywhere. Even when I went and searched through Google Books, there's basically nothing that actually mentions this phrase. The only book I could find in Google Books that mentions the phrase "the Talos Principle" is a walkthrough on the Talos Principle. There's some character models and the character model designer,
Cool.
I'm guessing Alan was the supervisor because all his character does is run around and look at what everybody else is
Between the
doing.
different air.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty funny. Reba, I guess, is environment stuff.
I'm guessing. And so you can see all of the people working on the various things that they were designed to do, and I don't know, this guy actually shows up in two different places. For some reason, one of him doesn't actually pop up with a name when you look at it, probably because it's just like it's just a prop.
Awesome.
This is probably the most detailed Easter egg in the game too.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh god, that face.
Yeah.
What is that face?
I don't know. You could get a brief insight into there as to how they do the glitching effects. And then I guess they're just an overlay that goes over the top of everything you're looking at. Because when they came up, they got rid of the other guy. So this shows a puzzle. This shows a puzzle mechanic that we have not unlocked yet, and in fact don't unlock until World B.
Interesting.
But needless to say, eventually we get fucking time puzzle shenanigans going on.
Fuck yes.
Oh boy.
Fuck yes. I'm so hype. I'm so hype. This is so peaceful. Just watching these little dorks run around.
And this guy's just running around with a camera on a tripod. And I think these are playtesters, maybe. I tried to read. I even with my phone, I tried to read with the QR code and that icon is.
Elohim better not prohibit beer.
Yeah. But yeah, for some reason, I just can't decode the QR code. It's like just not high resolution enough for anything to read it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Harkonnen is a Swedish name, I think. No, it's a Finnish name. Because
Interesting.
no, it was Tarja Halonen, Prince Soroni.
So wrong.
Roaring and everything. There is no spoon. God damn it.
The Z sigils are evil. Occasionally some people write interesting stuff. Vegetation shader still lacks vegetation or shading or any of the linguistical combination of the previous two words. Also, yeah, a lot of furries on this staff for some reason.
Apparently. Whatever.
Don't listen or the voice will lash you.
Or don't listen to the voice or I will lash you. Cat and rotten miracles.
We know far less than we think we do.
1,000 words are no match for a good fight. Sorry, I broke that puzzle again.
I am heavy trigger guy, and this is my trigger.
Nice. My trigger. Meow, 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 meow.
Wait, shit. I'm gonna have to go back in the video. Was that guy's nickname Scratch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn it.
This actually is a real puzzle from later on in the game.
Nice.
Also showing off, if you couldn't gather what the next yellow puzzle is there.
Mm-hmm. Jonas.
My name is Jonas. So this was Tom J was also on the beach. Maybe lounging, maybe dead. I don't know.
Just very tired.
Teleporters. I guess teleport puzzles might be a thing in the future.
And so, with the Developer's Island, we leave you, Internet. Good night.
Good night, Internet. That was a very peaceful way to end this.
Yeah.